Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Randall Hunt, actress and producer, Emerson College alum, class of 2006. I got my BFA in musical theater, and since then I've been busy acting and producing on both coasts. Question 1, what did you do during your time at Emerson that helped you become prepared? Emerson was the best preparation for the real world. I'm a person who doesn't really like to ascribe to like one friend group in high school, right? So it was very important to me to have a wide range of experiences, and Emerson allowed me to not only get excellent training through my BFA program, but also take additional classes that interest me outside in other Boston Consortium classes, like dance classes at the Boston Conservatory and jazz improvisation at Berklee College of Music. I had such a wonderful experience with theater productions done by the main stage and also the student-led theater pieces. I credit a lot of my producing abilities to the training that I received at Emerson just by being a part of those student-led things, securing the space and hiring the right people to do different roles. I think all of that contributed to the artist I am today. 2, your project Stupid Cupid went through the festival circuit, received nominations, and won awards. Please share the journey of getting this project started to the end of the festival circuit. Okay, so I created this rom-com web series called Stupid Cupid, and it was born out of this. My cocktail party trick was telling people all of the terrible online dates I had been on. And when I'd share my battle stories about getting trapped or attached to a table at a dinner with my date, they'd counter with something ridiculous, like how their date stole stuff from CVS. There was a lot of shared battle stories, and I was like, there's something here. So I need to make something out of this. Aside from that, I was reaching this moment in my life where I was really noticing, the world doesn't exactly look and feel the way it presents on television. And I wanted to create more opportunities for women, people of color, and people of the LGBTQIA community to show their love stories authentically, people with diverse gender experiences, and etc. So out of that was born this idea. And at the time, it was the first thing I'd ever written, and I had gathered some people to do a proof of concept. And my new boyfriend at the time, Yaroslav Altunin, helped out with that proof of concept shoot. And then after that, we started collaborating on the script. Around the same time, we saw that NYFA and MOM had become the first of its kind, created a grant for women in film, TV, and theater. And we saw this posting, submitted to the grant, and actually won. I really credit having done the proof of concept shoot before as supporting and helping our delivery of this grant. And that was super exciting. So we had $16,000 to help us accomplish filming all of season 1, which was 7 episodes in crazy New York City. We then crowdfunded for the additional funds, filmed in a very short turnaround. I believe we were there for like 2 weeks. We filmed pre-pro for 1 week, filmed for a week, and then it was wild. It was a lot of pages in each day. And then we had the whole thing edited and submitted to the festival circuit. This was during the pandemic, so it was a brave new world out there. It was a little like, what's going on? But we figured it out and got nominated and won some awards along the way. And then an opportunity arose to have our show on 60-time Emmy Award-winning TV channel, NYC Media. NYC Life, excuse me. It's run by NYC Media. Our show was advertised in the back of taxi cabs and on ferries all over New York. I think that's the last time I'll be excited about one of those videos that plays automatically when you get in a cab. And now we are developing the show for a half-hour pilot, and very excited to see what happens next. Your production company, 3TW Productions, focuses on creating opportunities for women, people of color, and the LGBTQIA+ community in film and television. Why is this mission important to you? Well, I'm a cis white lady from Kansas, and I think, my wanting to produce was to see more stories that felt truer to my life experience. So that was the initial reason for starting to produce. And from moving from Kansas to larger cities, I have made friends with people of totally different backgrounds and experiences, and understood that the way that I felt about being a woman and not really seeing myself accurately on television and in media in general, the same was true for them. I have people very close to me. There are things happening in this country right now that there's a lot of change happening, and then a lot of regression happening. And I think a lot of this has to do with a lack of understanding. And I think that the way that we can bridge the gaps and continue to grow and develop, not only as a nation, but as a globe, is through the media and the stories that we tell. It's a tale as old as time, right? We've been painting on caves and telling stories to each other around campfires for forever. And this is how we learn from each other and grow. And it's very important to me to put people at the center of a story in a new way that we haven't quite seen before, in an effort to flip the script or show a different perspective or offer a change in the way we're looking at the world, show people different experiences than their own. I think when we do that, we realize that humanity is a shared experience and we all have more in common than we thought we would. I think it's hugely important for what we're going to see in coming decades. Very inspired by the work that the Gina Davis Institute on Gender and Media is doing, which uses data to highlight the gaps of representation in media. And I want to use their tools as a template to help to create more opportunities for these groups and hopefully have a small but positive impact and change in the world. What was a big challenge in your career, and how did you overcome the problem or situation? So I had a really rough year in 2018 personally. There was a lot of stuff going on that caused a sort of stalling in my career as an actress and producer. Midway through 2018, we had gotten the grant for Stupid Cupid. I think, things that started to come together in 2019 for me, and I was really feeling like, I don't know if you also felt this, but 2020 was going to be my year, and then we all know what happened there. And I think, artists were not essential during this moment of a global pandemic. And so, there's a lot of fear and questioning, will we ever be able to make art again? Will we ever be able to go out into the world again? It felt like the apocalypse. I think I'm not alone in that experience. That time period for me was a lot of thinking about, what matters to me, what has been holding me back, and a lot of that was negative self-introject. And I started a meditation practice and a journaling practice. I redid The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I highly recommend that for anybody who's at a moment of pause or feeling stuck or, just wanting to up-level or, find another angle of looking at something. And that reignited in me a playfulness and a connection at this point in my life to my art and what it means to me. There were lessons learned during that time period about being my own best friend and being my own best advocate that I will take with me for the rest of my life. So in a way, I'm very grateful for those difficult times, because I think it only makes us more resilient, and it only makes us conjure the tools that we need to overcome them, that then become essential moving forward. So we just get tougher, stronger, smarter, and hopefully more thoughtful. Number 5, what are some of the proudest moments in your career, and what do you hope to achieve in the future? Some of the proudest moments of my career have started at Emerson with I got to play the young woman in Mackinac. That was such a challenge for me, but such a feat and so exciting to have been a part of that production. And I think really helped inform my focus and the things that I wanted to do when I graduated. I did do the BFA musical theater program, but through my time at Emerson, it was pretty clear that I was headed more towards straight theater and film and television. It really informed my launching pad for what happened after graduation. And there are other moments too as an actress that were really moving and exciting. I feel like I made an impact. As a producer, I'm super proud of Stupid Cupid. I think we did so much with a very tight budget on, a short time period, and it was a lot of moving parts, and I can't wait for the next thing, which is producing my first feature. And I have lots of goals. Hope to see you on award stage one day in either capacity, and I can't wait to see what's next. I'm also on 1923 on Paramount Plus, and I'm super proud and excited of that. So check it out. Thank you so much for having me, Emersonians. Wishing you all the best in your efforts, and let's do this.